Hello, this is James Smith at GannAnalysis.net. Here's the website. And if you like this video, give us a like, follow us on social media. Today we're looking at SBUX. We've looked at this before. It's getting ready for a plunge, we believe. Could be wrong, but we have a left shoulder, a head, a right shoulder. Now, if you close above this line here, this 1 by 1 using half point per month, that is the scale that we're using. So if you were to close above, say, 106.32 during the month of November, then okay, that negates this pattern and it just goes maybe to new highs. But barring that, the 60-month cycle, which is a 5-year cycle from this high here, and a 64-month cycle from this high here into November, this area looks like, the last 3 months in a row we've been forming a top. So I think it's getting ready to plunge. You can see this rally here. It happened as you got the new CEO. You've seen that people have more confidence in the new CEO, that he's going to change things. He hasn't really changed anything at all. He's just completed the right shoulder of a head and shoulders pattern. So what we're saying is this is a great setup for a sell-off. Now, to confirm a correction, you're going to need a close below 78.02 during the month of November. That would be a break of the neckline, which would imply this base here moved over to the level at which you break the neckline, measured down, a measured move down, implies a plunge to 8.85. From a high over here at around 126 to 8.85, that's well over 90%. So I'm saying this is a frickin' catastrophe if it happens. Now you can argue with me. You can say, hey, get above 106.32, we're going to new highs. The new CEO is wonderful. He's going to change everything. Everything's going to be great. I'm not going to dispute that. If that happens, fine. But if you take out 78.02, that's my only point. If you take this out, it's gonzo. It's out of here. It's really going to plunge. So that's what is implied by the head and shoulders pattern. I'm not telling you to buy or sell the stock. I'm explaining the thought process behind this classic head and shoulders pattern. Now, if you add to that, you've got a 120-day cycle that just came due, calling a high, which explains why it's not going any higher after getting back to this old high from July of 2019. Now, if you zoom in on that, you can see more clearly, this is the same chart, I've just zoomed in. I want to show you the divergence. Price is forming higher highs and RSI is forming lower highs. This is a setup for a slide. So divergence between RSI and price, negative divergence, implies the stock is ready to go down. And if you look at the cycles, 180 calendar days from this low and 90 days from this low into this early November timeframe, November 4th, next Monday, and then you've got a 360 solar degree count, which is the same thing as 365 days. It's just 1 year. From this low here into the 31st, Halloween. So trick or treat, I think it's going to be a trick, not a treat. But if you're buying this stock, just be prepared for a trick, not a treat. Unless you can manage to get above this former high and way up here somewhere, then okay, then maybe you have a chance. If you get above 106.32, all right, you're in business. But if barring that, and if you see it start to sell off here Thursday, Friday, and Monday, Katie barred the door, because once you close below 78.02, this thing is going to plunge like no tomorrow. So You can doubt the head and shoulders pattern, you can doubt the Gann lines, but the market is always right. So at the end of the day, if you close below 78.02 and you see it selling off on high volume, get out of harm's way. Just show some common sense. And remember, common sense is not very common. Most people don't have any. So if you have some common sense, use it and take evasive action if you see a close below 78.02. If you get a close above 106.32, okay, right, you can stay long and look for a move to new highs. One or the other. You're going to find out soon in the month of November, probably in early November. So this is kind of interesting, something to watch. If you like this sort of analysis, register to the website, give us a like, thumbs up, follow us on social media. Appreciate your following us.